Yeah, that was definitely the most filler of chapters.
I forget. What do I do now?
Did the piano, right?
I already did the piano. I just did this today. What do I do? It's not basement. Basement's the next thing.
It's all over. Let me see. I will very quickly.
Why can't I remember this? Oh! I remember.
You got it?
Yeah. Because he was an architect. There's some rubble coming down in the hidden study.
Oh, that's tough.
It's pretty stupid, actually. Uh-oh.
When are they coming to get you? What? That's really dumb.
It is pretty weird.
Pious.
The Black Guardian grows restless, my liege. Its hunger increases, and the binding continues to weaken. We feed it flesh, but I fear it will not guard the relic too much longer.
There is no choice.
Pious is like, I hate Mondays. Or he's like, it's always something. No. He's literally from the Flintstones. It's 11.
Our master does not like failure.
Man, he should just take the relic and put it, like, near the Chaturga, like, summoning, like, vessel. Like, no one can get there anyway.
Those sound effects.
Maybe he physically can't touch it, because it is the god that does dominate Chaturga.
It's gotta be. Yo, this one!
The war to end
Leonardo DiCaprio guy.
Yeah, he finished up the monastery pretty quickly. I mean, it was monastery, then Forbidden City, and then
Over
monastery.
19,000 men lost their lives every day in the trenches of the
But this
Somme.
is
Some say
either my
uselessly,
favorite or my second favorite
some
chapter.
invoke a higher cause. I read accounts
Forget
of
the
the
guy's
slaughter
name.
from many journalists who spent time in the trenches. But I found the account of a certain
is
Peter Jacob to be the most horrible of all.
Dang, I can't believe you knew that.
His implication about the ancients' involvement with the war
Imagine
was
being
hideous
named two first
and
names.
so obvious. With the horror of the Battle of the
I
Somme
literally
scant
can't. I
miles
would
away,
explode.
and the distant echoes of pounding artillery,
I'm going
the young
insane thinking
journalist
about
named
that.
Peter Jacob
Wait, Tom
researched his latest
Brady?
story from the front lines.
Brady a first name?
His grim
Yeah,
task brought
I know-
him to
yeah, there's people
Ulyaoth
named
Cathedral, now transformed into a field hospital.
So cool.
Yeah, taking place during World War I is such a cool detail.
Solace in the purpose behind all
Even though
this
they do have to
senseless
reuse, like, there's only 4 areas in this game, and they reuse all of them at least twice, and then, like, the Forbidden City 4 times, the Cathedral 3 times. It always feels different enough to feel fresh.
Rip, pierce, burn,
It sucks
flesh.
that, in general, World War I
Gas.
was a war in which not much... I don't want to say this lightly, but, like, not much happened in terms of, like, craziness and explosions
It
and
was just,
whatever.
like, brutal.
Yeah, it's just brutal, but, like, obviously it is awful that anyone ever had to go through that, but it's, like, interesting that a lot of, like, games and movies, like, don't really do much for World War I because it's just, like, how do you show trench warfare,
Yeah.
you know?
And it was just, like, years of just, like...
First letter from private to someone, Reginald Jackson. I was admitted to the hospital on Tuesday. The damage caused to my legs was slight, but there is no way that I could ever walk normally again. I hate this place. Every day I am reminded that I will never be able to do the things I love. The hospital is a very strange place, converted from an old cathedral. There's an odd atmosphere around it, silent but for the words of the wounded. Calling out in the night, there is no doubt it is haunted. What I find most odd in this place is that you never see anyone leave during the day. It's not right. No goodbyes or farewells, just an empty bed when you wake up. I know people obviously don't like Battlefield anymore, but Battlefield 1 did it pretty well, if I remember correctly. Like, people actually like that.
Yeah, but for the story, they just had to make up, like, OCs and stuff.
Right, and yeah. Private Thompson. By order of Lieutenant Hargraves, on behalf of HRH George V, you are to leave your post of duty and rally in the streets outside Ulyaoth Cathedral. Further orders will be present at the rallying point. God save the king! Oh, dang it! let me start over. Hey, private license.
Wait,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be God Save the Queen, or was it the King back then?
Oh yeah, they're French. Never mind, they're French. Private, private Vassalaire. God saves the king. wait. The guard unfolds the order and begins to read them before exclaiming, "Bloody hell, lad! We must be on the offensive!" Following the orders, he takes leave of his post. Why? I had one life. Lads, I had one life. One life, and I wasn't born British.
Yeah, we were just born Americans. Feels bad.
I'm so angry. I had one chance to be born British.
Being French or British would be, like, equally fun.
I don't know why I feel this. Oh, Robert Bianchi. I don't know why I feel this, but I feel like in another life, I was Australian. And I think it's just because I like to troll, and Australians are like the ultra omega trolls. Just for like whenever like I'm watching like someone on YouTube or whatever, and they're Australian, I'm like, I feel ya. Whatever he's talking about, whatever dingo he's talking about or whatever, I'm like, yeah. I feel ya.
I watched a YouTube channel called Dank Pods. He's like an Australian musician, but he just makes like random videos on a bunch of crap. But he's just the most Australian guy I've ever seen in my life.
Australians just know how to like make fun of each other, and it's hilarious. And they like, for the most part, seemingly don't take anything seriously. And I like that. Being American is not fun. In fact, it's stupid.
Oh yeah, turn on the.
So yeah, here's my power rankings. British, Australian, Argentinian, because then I could just be like, Messi! And that's all I have to say, it's just the word Messi over and over again. And football. Yeah, I think I would pick those as top 3.
How can I lose sanity when I'm invisible? That's weird.
Get Shrek. This is so cool that like the bombs are going overhead.
Yeah. Yoink! Same sword that's been here for 1,500 years. Whoops, that's not what I meant. Sometimes I like the GameCube controller, but the D-pad is complete crap and is mushy and tiny, and having all my spells on the D-pad sucks.
My God.
So this room is just a bunch of ammo, so it's pretty optional. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to be like using my guns. I don't know. But invisibility is pretty nice when you just want to, you know, you get the gist of combat, you get it.
Yeah.
I have a two-handed sword, I would just slice them. Also, this chapter is really, really dark, and I don't know if there's a torch. If anyone's familiar with this game, there's a torch, so I'm sorry that I don't know where it is. But the lights will be back on soon.
Let me tell you. There is, and this is all failed. It's all over. Another thing that I didn't really think of fully until right now is every chapter that you do of the cathedral, you unlock more of the cathedral.
Yep, that's true. The first one with Anthony is pretty. You only do the old cathedral part. It's tiny.
Right.
There's a generator. We pulled the wheel. Now there's more gas going to the place that is the generator, I guess.
And then as Paul Luther, you get, like, extra stuff.
You can barely see it, but there's a circuit breaker here. But there's a fuse missing. What do we do with that? But in our inventory, we have a lucky penny.
I forget, what's this guy's name again?
Peter Jacob.
Peter Jacob, yeah, okay. So Peter, hey, Peter, gets to experience even more of it. That's really cool. I know it's probably, like, very standard video game stuff where it's like, of course, as you go on, you want to, like, do more, but it feels almost like a Resident Evil game in so much that you're experiencing more as you go through.
Yeah, this chapter and the Luther chapter is pretty similar, but even here, there's a couple places that we venture into that Luther didn't.
We're about to get the 7 point.
Yep. You know what that means? I have to rebind and redo all my spells again. The biggest flaw of this game.
Yeah, there's really no reason that it would have to do that.
It is pretty dumb. Alright. New spell. Project. Item.
Pargon. It should also be noted that
absorb self.
As Trevor showed you, you can do them in any order. So Trevor could do Pargon, Absorb, Pargon, Self.
Yeah,
whatever.
You just need the correct sigils. Yeah, I do need a reveal invisible, so absorb area.
Pargon.
Don't need damage field. Worst magic in the game. Dispel area. Alright. Next is shield. Protect self.
And if you just choose one of them, like Chaturga, the other ones automatically unlock.
Yes. So, yeah, if I had to do that, that would be inexcusable.
God. Yeah.
Alright. Magical attack. Yes.
Literally 15 minutes every single time you get a new power, circle of power.
Project area. Alright. Only 2 more. Magic pool is summon area.
Do you think some of the characters early on that kind of sucked would even have enough magic to do one 7-point spell?
Yeah, Elia had like almost no magic, and the last guy we played doesn't have enough magic to do like 7-point magic mana pool.
Oh, you mean the last guy we play as in the game, not Robert?
Not Alex. It's the firefighter.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter because he literally has an assault rifle. So that chapter feels like it's almost like a power trip sort of thing.
That's kind of funny that
protect creature.
There's literally a character who at max MP cannot do it. You know.
Oh yeah, that's 7-4. Okay. Sign. Alright. Cover Turga up.
Spell 7.
That's shield. Enchant item blue. And then mana pool.
Did you miss the things that tell you what spells they are?
I missed just this one.
But the other ones you'll get.
This is the magical attack we're getting this chapter. But yeah, I only missed this one.
Cool.
And reveal invisible. Man's rock.
Can't wait for the fabled 11-point spell. I feel like in the World of Eternal Darkness, the more Pargons you add on is very exponential in terms of how much magic it takes. Does that make sense? Where it's like, if like you could do, I was gonna say you better know it.
It's weird, like the way that the GameCube controller is laid out. It's not like super Obvious.
B. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like doing a 7-point spell is like so much tougher than doing a 5-point spell is compared to a 3-point spell.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like going from 3 to 5 is like minor leagues. 5 to 7 is like masterly level, and 9-point is just like literally Chaturga.
The only character that can do it in this game is Pius.
Right. We can do stuff now.
Blue. Oh yeah. That's why we need to get the door handle.
I want to,
That's a brutal puzzle. You need to get the 7-point spell and know where the door handle is.
I want to change the sound on my phone whenever I get a text. Instead of going like ding, it'll go.
I just want to hear Parga. That's like your. Yeah, that should be your ringtone.
Parga. Ulyaoth. Yes. I think Chaturga is still my favorite.
Hey,
what?
buds.
They were like just completely still. Chaturga is still my favorite voice for them, I will say. Mantrok is my least favorite. Or, yeah, Mantrok, yeah.
The whisper one.
Yeah, because you can, like, barely even understand it. Heh. What did you just do? Actual guns, you don't have to load one bullet at a time.
Yes. Not having a stupid crossbow sure is nice.
Oh, here we are.
So this is completely optional, but yeah, getting that elixir is a full MP heal. We have to do the hardest boss fight in the game in this chapter.
Oh yeah, where Luther crawled Paul Allen or
where
whatever this
Luther
guy's
got
name is.
stomped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa!
Did they say that Peter is he is a soldier, which is like why
I think
he
he's
does
a
have...
reporter. They
Okay.
say that he's a reporter in the very beginning. That's why he sucks so bad and has no stamina.
Honestly, makes sense. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was in here just because.
Man, this chapter's... There must be a torch that I'm just not familiar with. But it's so dark.
It has been 2 weeks since Haskell went missing, and I'm afraid to go to sleep. More than once I saw shadows of people moving past my bed, peeking through the blinds, to see a wounded soldier being taken from his bed, drugged and delirious in the dead of the night, never to be seen again. As Haskell was, perhaps as I will be. What happened to them, I don't know. I'm afraid to ask what happened, for I know that I would surely be the next one to be taken into the Eternal Darkness TM. Register trademark. Can I, is Eternal Darkness public domain yet? Can I just, like, buy the rights to Eternal Darkness for $5, please?
That's so awesome.
And then not do anything with it.
So many trappers in this stupid chapter. Yoink.
Heh. Dude, invisibility is OP.
It is. It breaks the game, but...
Well, as you said, we've already seen...
We understand the combat of this game.
Yeah. We've seen it. It's not like you're like, oh, this is a speed run where I'm just blowing through everything and you don't get... Like, we've seen. And you have to fight, like, you have to fight bosses normally, you know. I assume invisibility doesn't work for bosses.
But invisibility is so OP because if you want to take out all the enemies, they will not react to your presence at all. Like,
That's so crazy.
I'll just do it right now. Let me just, I'll just do a 7-point enhancement.
Oh my god!
They just don't care! Heh, heh,
Literally, that horror was like, what's on this then?
Like, literally just attacked by nothing.
There are, I will say, in these last 2 chapters, so many enemies.
So much combat.
You do have a lot better chance than Robert or Roberto in this one, though.
So we finally get the magic attack, and this is the room before the boss, and we need to have.
Wait, are those guys on the ground? Can you go back? Are they? Oh, okay. For some reason, they're dressed like World War I soldiers. I thought they were dressed like literally like 500 AD people. I was like, what? You gotta shield it up? No!
Yeah,
Wow!
You need so much magic to do 7-point mana pool.
Wow!
That's why the last guy can't even cast it. Alright,
that's insane. That was completely full. Let's go, Peter Jacob.
Magical attack. Oh, it already has 7 point. Cool.
The corridor is ended by an elaborate door, decorated in a manner much different than the others within the cathedral. Peter senses an unbearable evil beyond the door. When he reaches in to open it, fear creeps into his gut and begins to eat at his soul. Should Peter open the door? No.
No, actually.
So many strong spells. Holy crap.
Let's just save it just in case. I don't think I'm going to have any problems with this fight at all, because it's not actually hard. But, you never know.
Also, I have the exact same haircut as Peter.
It really is an odd haircut. I kind of like it too, but it kind of makes him look like a dweeb.
It's the sides being completely shaved that does it. I'm sure that was the style at the time, as was the style at the time. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This? Wait, hold on. Alright, yeah, we get it. Ulyaoth's heart, whatever. Okay. So, I'm Peter here, and this is Sugar when I get home.
Literally.
No! Sugar, no!
Yeah, Spencer had to take out his handgun just to warn her off.
Sugar, calm down! Yeah, it doesn't even do anything. It just saves my... It doesn't do anything to her. It just saves my life.
Alright, so the way that this boss fight works is each phase basically has 3 HP. If you did a 3-point magical attack, it takes 1 HP. And if we can time a 3-point spell, then it'll immediately go to the next one. Oops. Sorry, was not good.
Is this the first real boss you fight?
Basically, yeah. There's not a lot of boss fights in this game.
No, there's only, what, 2?
Yeah. Should be just enough time to do this. But yeah, we cannot attack him with anything other than magical attack. But yeah, if you want to be really safe, you just did 3-point spells, and we'll have to do like that cycle 3 times each phase. This one's a little bit weirder. He starts summoning zombies. The reason why I'm so far away from this guy is that if I get close, he'll start like smashing me with his claws.
You bore me flesh and bone.
Not even mean to hit you.
Also, that sound effect is goated.
Yeah, it's like a generic... There's definitely other games that use it too.
Are you able to use the magical attack?
Yeah, but I have to wait for a specific thing.
Oh.
It's like after he summons... It's when he's glowing red. But he only does it after summoning the zombie sometimes.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if he's going to do it here. They did not. At least this will kill all the zombies. Alright, die, zombies. I can't really finish them off. If I get too close, he'll just start smashing me with his claws. Okay, I think he's gonna be vulnerable after this. I'm just gonna wait for a little bit. Do it now. Yep, okay, we did it. Very nice. And this last phase is the easiest. It's the closest, but we just have to avoid his claws.
Love how close this is now. And it's almost like, I mean, I know it's a 3-phase fight, but it's almost like 3 separate fights in the way they have it set up.
Yeah.
Very cool. Did it?
It's over. But yeah, that might be the easiest of the 3. It probably is the easiest of the 3. But once you understand the fight, all of them work the same. Like, all the other alignments. It's just a 3-phase fight. The first one, they'll, like, shoot projectiles at you. The second phase is that they summon zombies. And then the third phase is that you're up quarters and they do melee attacks.
With the Guardian of Chaturga vanquished, and the stained glass that kept it hidden lying in pieces, the essence of Ulyaoth is now liberated. Its magic beckons to Peter, calling to him. He approaches cautiously. Should Peter retrieve the essence of Ulyaoth? Peter reaches out for the artifact, but pulls away as he feels its corrosive magic close on his hand. Wrapping his hands in a shred of clothing, he carefully lifts the artifact from its resting place. Yes.
I guess you do need, like, a means to move this without corruption, but it is kind of silly that you can just... Nice number.
Nice.
And that was how I came by it.
So he's, like, literally, like,
I know, it
90-something
sounds
years old.
Yeah, he's probably literally 90.
The only proof
I mean, I guess if he
have
was,
is
like,
that
18 there, he'd be, like, 85.
It's a strange one.
Or 87.
I've seen one like it before.
You have?
Yes. Very rare, though. Very obscure.
I've had experts take a look at it, and none of them know what it is. And you do.
I'm somewhat of an expert on these things myself. An interest I developed.
I'm somewhat of an expert myself, Peter.
Then you should keep it. Lord knows I have no interest in it. I'm sure it's the cause of my sleeplessness.
It's pretty commendable that he had it for
Thinking
7
about it.
decades and he didn't go insane.
As if it's calling out to me.
Then a drink, perhaps. For the gift. For an unusual objet d'art.
So Peter, out of everybody, got out the best.
Yes.
Clearly.
Also, Edwin got out pretty unscathed as well.
Yes. Edwin, Peter, and then I guess to a lesser extent, the firefighter?
Yeah, I kind of explained the cutscene, but we'll see next time.
Yeah, as you said.
Lucky Penny.
That's cool. Ooh. That's sanity.
Oh! I died!
You have to
we have to do that all
restart!
again! I'm glad that happened at least once.
Yeah. We saw that, and we saw the
TV one.
The TV one.
There's
yeah.
ones where like the color goes like black and white, and there's some like chapter specific ones.
I guarantee there's a YouTube video where it's like every sanity effect.
The one I wish I could have shown is the Maximilian one. When you go down in the well, if your sanity is low enough, he'll wander into his like sanitarium cell.
What?
And you just like wander around for 10 seconds until it fades away.
That's so cool.
But I wish I should have during the this playthrough. All right, so basement.
I can't get the blood out.
Luckily, that ghost just gave us the key.
Yeah, kind of random.
I don't know how Edward like plan that out, because all of this has been planned out except for that. It just seems kind of weird, but it's still cool. It's the same thing we did in the last chapter.
I assume that would work.
This is the most silly one to me, because it makes sense they have to go down here to do the breaker for the one room for lights, but this entire, like, thing could have been circumvented if Alex just had, like, a flashlight.
Yeah.
And if she read this chapter, this is the Edward chapter.
Ah.
This is the most important chapter in the game.
I sought to love, all yet now love causes me pain and suffering. I have learned to fear nothing, although it is nothing that I most fear. All that were loyal to me now number among my worst enemies.
It's a pretty creepy,
Yeah, what the crap?
It has, like, teeth.
An antique medicine cabinet hangs on the wall. Its wood is stained from years of use, and the ambient humidity of the room. Should Alex open the cabinet? Whoa! It's a liminal space! I'm going insane!
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me.
Do you know how, like,
You are to hunt
Zoomers,
and
like,
kill
go
the master
insane
of
at,
this
like,
house.
liminal places and stuff like that?
Do this one thing.
Ours is,
Else
ah!
fear the
It's
wrath
living in
of
society! I'm
Cthulhu.
going insane!
For me, if I, like, backwards long jump through reality, I would just end up into infinite CIB. That'd be my hell.
Everything is complete for your arrival, Master. Now we must wait. for
Good.
the planets
I am
to
Chaturga,
align.
by the way.
I would just have to do
That is not
cash
too
trades
many
my
years from
entire
now.
life.
Another Roivas has crossed our
We never
path.
run out of cash!
This time,
There's no
we will
reason
not
to ever
be so
refuse.
merciful.
My god, this
He
voice.
will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Alright, we're gonna call it here.
Him talking to Chaturga just reminds me of, like, I don't know, like him being on FaceTime or something like that with
Yeah.
Chaturga. Oh, hold on, I dropped my phone. Alright, guys, that was Eternal Darkness. We're done. No, just kidding. So we have, what, 2 more chapters?
2 more chapters.
2 more chapters in the end. So this is definitely 2 more sit-downs.
Yes.
Hope you are excited. Edwards is very important, and then the last guy is one
It's
of
also important, but it feels like a little bit less weighty than Edwards.
yeah, one of the coolest ones though. So thank you for watching. Bye.